good we had to play the intro twice.
Shall we start?
Let's start. It's Caleb AM. Woohoo!
Dude, that just gets me going.
What's this new thing in the bottom right corner?
Oh, that's our new picture.
Oh.
We had our old picture down there before.
The Next Topic Media logo is
Well, it's okay. Watch this.
You move it to the top right corner. Whoa.
We'll see if
We'll
that
see if
fixed
that
it.
is enough.
Hopefully it was. But anyways, even if it wasn't, welcome to Caleb AM.
Welcome to Caleb AM.
This
That's
is
what I
your
always say.
this is your Wednesday morning caffeine, the show where we talk about Jesus.
We answer a
No.
question. No, we drink caffeine.
There we go.
Sorry.
We answer a question,
We talk about life.
and then we go to class finally.
Finally,
The summer's
we finally get to go to
over,
class today.
And now we get to go to class. Before we get started, I'd like to talk about our new set here for a second because it looks.
Can I make the Bible verse first?
Oh yeah,
I
absolutely.
always do that first.
You're
I
right.
feel like it'd be
You know what?
weird to not do it
That's
first.
my fault. It's my fault.
This verse has been popping up a lot lately, so I kind of just thought I'd choose it. You know?
Yeah.
Bite the bullet.
Sure.
Put it out there. Colossians 3:2-3. Set your minds on the thing above, not on earthly things. For you died, and your life is hidden with Christ in God. I really like verse
Great
2.
verse.
You know, set your minds on things above,
Yeah.
not earthly things. We talked about it at Super Summer. Matthew talked about it at Prayer Burn. You talked about it with your Bible study group last week.
Did.
It's just been a constant reminder for me to,
Yeah.
you know, focus on the things above, not the things down here that are futile and don't matter as much. So
Focus on the goal.
I feel like it was, you know, it's a good thing to remember going into the classes. We're going to get
especially.
bombarded with a lot of things the next
Yeah.
couple of weeks. So,
Absolutely. Great Bible verse.
now we can talk about this.
Okay, let's talk about the set. So, my stepdaddy came and put in these shelves for me. They look really nice.
Thanks, Mr. Tom.
We got some stuff put up. Caleb got his special shelf put up.
Oh.
With his
Yeah,
Demon Slayer.
I'll go with my shelf. It's
Yeah.
short. So my shelf, I got this. In the first Caleb AM in the house, I brought this pop.
He did.
It was a gift from Caleb, so it feels right to be here. I got Tanjiro.
Nice catch.
I got Tanjiro.
He does.
Statue.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Oh, and then I brought this disc, which was my first ace.
I was not there for it, but I wish I would have been.
Really
And then, just to speed run through mine, I got my Avatar pops here with my favorite movie on cassette tape. I don't think you can see it. And then I got my Office pops with my second favorite movie on DVD. And then I got my Seinfeld pops with the
shoes.
Sport Blue Sixes, which was Jerry Seinfeld's staple in the show. And then Marvel, and then Star Wars right there. And then, of course, my favorite material possession that I own, my Amazing Spider-Man 68, and my Sob Rock record. But that's it. I also got some pops right there, but you can't see them, so I'm not going to go through them.
I got some here.
Yeah.
These were on my shelf yesterday,
Yeah, we got them.
but I wanted a shelf, so
Yeah.
I might steal another shelf next week.
I might just keep adding until there's no shelves left.
Until I get 3 shelves, you get 3 shelves.
Oh, okay.
But then you have to, you know, put stuff back up every week. We'll see. Might be worth it just because of how worth it Caleb AM is.
I'll do it. I will do it. All right. Caffeine. Would you like to start? With the caffeine?
You took my bang when I walked in this morning. I don't know where it is.
I know where it is.
Okay. Yeah, I'll start.
Okay.
But I know what I got. A lot of people will think that we're unoriginal for what's about to happen.
No, they won't.
But I don't really care.
We invented originality when we invented the show.
You're right. So we're constantly original no matter what we do.
They can't stop us
You
from
know,
being original.
First Caleb AM back, like, you know, to the new set.
To the Next Topic house.
After the 4-week hiatus or 3-week hiatus, whatever it was, we drank our favorite flavors. And that was only 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But you know what? Screw it.
Screw it.
It's first day of classes.
First day of classes.
I'm drinking my favorite flavor.
And guess what I'm drinking?
Don't tell me it's your favorite.
My favorite flavor, the white gummy bear rain. I mean, come on,
No way.
guys. It's the first day of classes. I need the best caffeine push I can get for today.
For real.
And
Remember back in the old days when we used to not video it, and then we would get as close as we could to the mic?
that was first day of classes last semester, or last year.
It
And we
was.
didn't video. It was just a podcast at that point.
Happy 1 year anniversary of the Caleb AM.
Literally. Happy 1 year.
I didn't think about that. I should have got my mom to make a cake.
I do love your mom's cakes, and that is a good white gummy bear.
Oh man,
It hits different because it's the first day of classes.
that is good.
Yeah, it is. That mango's peachin'.
Mm-mm-mm. Call me Bang Rain Drinker, because I just did.
Bang rain drinker. Bang rain drinker.
Sorry.
Alright, so.
Excuse
every
me.
week- You're excused. Every week here on Caleb AM, we answer a burning question. We'll put it on our Instagrams and have our followers vote on it on our polls. This week it was on my Instagram. You can follow me at Caleb_Griffin11 and follow him at Caleb_Lado3. The poll will be on his Instagram next week. They're also in the link in the not the link, but in the description below. If you want to go find those and follow us. Since we use my phone for the camera, I will have to look at my poll on Caleb Ladd's thing, but I think I know what it is. Yep, I knew what it was.
This week the poll was books versus movies, which is why that's the title of the video. I think that this one's going to be a little bit more of a blowout towards movies because adults read books.
They do.
Kids don't read books.
Uh-uh.
I
Cool
personally
kids don't read books.
was kind of like back and forth on it, which I ended up going with movies because I almost saw it. I didn't. Do you know it? You should just turn it on. I can't wait to I almost went with books because recently I've started reading a lot more.
Yeah.
I've expanded my book collection. As you saw in the new intro, I got more books.
He did.
Also, I don't know, it's fun. It's relaxing. It helps me go to bed.
Sure.
It helps me wake up easier if I read instead of like playing on my phone. So, you know, there's all these benefits to reading.
Yeah.
And there's some really good books out there. But I can't, you know, sit there and lie and act like if somebody said, hey, do you want to group read a book right now or do you want to go watch a movie? I'd probably go watch a movie. But I think eventually I would go back on this and choose books.
Eventually,
So,
sure.
yeah. I chose movies, though.
Yeah.
If it was books and TV shows all the way. I watch TV. I like TV much more than movies. Oh.
You okay?
I got one of the flary noses after drinking energy drinks.
I hate that. When that happens, that just sucks.
Yeah. Because I don't typically, if I'm at my house, I don't typically watch movies.
Sure.
If it's a movie I really like, I will. But typically I'm watching TV.
Yeah.
Like, I am going to
Wow.
watch, Jack's watching Demon Slayer right now because I convinced him to. And, so, now that he's finally doing that, we're going to watch, Mugen Train, the movie, which is my favorite movie, together on Friday. I'm excited about that. But, like, it's also a TV show, so I don't know how much that can. Anyways, one day I will go back on this and choose books. I'll make note of it and talk about that on Caleb AM.
When we're 60 and still doing the show.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be that old. It'll probably be a year or two from now.
Oh, really? You think it's gonna be that quickly as your transition?
Yeah.
With the writer's strike and potentially no movies coming out
movies.
for 2024, you might have to.
But we will still be doing the show when we're 60.
I mean, yeah.
So
that's why I said that.
yeah.
We're never ending this show.
But I think the majority of people, even if they're like me and really like books, probably still chose movies.
Yeah.
But I do know for a fact that Jack chose books.
He did.
So I got to give him at least one vote, and then any adults that follow you on Instagram,
Which is 2.
I assume.
Or there's
books.
2 that vote. I'll say that.
If this was on my poll, I know like my mom would have voted for books. Heather would have voted for books. A few other people would have voted for books. Dang, I didn't think about how the Bible's literally a book.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks really bad on me now. But I'm gonna say, I'm gonna give books a little bit of credit. 82-18 for movies.
You were kind of close.
Please don't know it was 84-16 because that's what I really wanted to do.
No.
Okay.
It was 76-24.
Okay. That's not too bad.
No, not too bad at all. Or was it 68-32? Now I'm thinking it was 68-32. It was
68-32.
I'm sorry. It was 68-32.
Good job, books.
Yeah. And Heather did vote for books, actually.
Yeah.
The other adult on my Instagram did not. So, but yeah. Talk about my relationship with books and movies. I voted movies. Excluding the Bible, I have read 2 books this year. This past year, and it was Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the newest. I guess it's not the newest one.
Oh, that's not in here.
Yeah, it's on the shelf. Loaded Diaper Overload. That's what it's called. I haven't finished that.
Oh.
And I've finished God's Not Dead. I started reading this, and I talked about it. I think our first week back, and it's Spider-Man's just not as entertaining if you don't have pictures or moving picture. So. It's still a good story though, and I do want to finish it. I just have been kind of busy, but I might start reading a chapter a night because the chapters aren't long. But
the chapters in the book I'm reading are like long.
Yeah.
It's split into 3 parts, and like the second part only had like 3 chapters in it.
Yeah.
But it was also like a 250 page part. There's probably 4 chapters in it, but it's nice because the chapters are split into like, I don't know, sub chapters where like it'll randomly break in the middle of a page and say 3 when like the setting changes. So I would typically just read a couple of those every night.
Word.
But I'm almost done with my book. That's the hardest part about reading books for me. If the book is really good, I tend to slow down by the. Like, this is a 3-part book. I'm in the 3rd part. I tend to slow down by the end because I don't want it to end because I like the book.
Yeah.
But last night I wanted to go to sleep because I was so tired, but the book was just so good I just couldn't put it down.
Happens.
I read for like an hour last night. It was pretty nice. I enjoyed it. I wish I was a faster reader because people I know talk about how fast they read books, and I'm like, I've had the same book for like
Yeah, dude.
4 months now.
I can't. I remember one time I was hanging out with Sean Lytle, and he, this should go away once that bar is finished, but...
No, that's happened before.
Yeah, he was at my house, and I was just watching some television, and he took one of my Diary of a Wimpy Kid books and read it in 7 minutes flat, and it made me mad. Because I could probably read a Diary of a Wimpy Kid book in about 30 minutes now, maybe less. But at the time, it took me like days to read a Diary of a Wimpy Kid book, because I did not like reading. But Diary of a Wimpy Kid was the exception, which is why for books and movies, since I love that book franchise and movie franchise pretty equally. It's one of the few equal entities of books and movies that I have, because usually the book's either way better or the movie's way better.
One day in the future, somebody's gonna see the thumbnail and click on it and think that this was like a live stream debate over if the books of Diary of a Wimpy Kid or the movies are better. And I think the books all the way. There's no misses in the books.
Yeah, that's fair, but I mean, the first 3 of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies are just so, oh my gosh.
Yeah, but there's 17 books.
There are 17 books. You're right.
There's actually 18 now.
And we don't know if there's no misses, because I haven't read all of them. And
oh yeah, but you know,
the book,
I'm assuming.
I didn't like the book The Long Call or the movie The Long Call. TBH. The Long Call was like probably my least favorite Diary of a Wimpy Kid book, but
we didn't have it at last.
we didn't. I think we had one of the ones that you had that I hadn't read at last, if I'm remembering correctly, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't remember, but
Yeah.
The Long Haul is definitely last or second to
The
last.
Long Call was just the longest, the one that, the only time I went like when I was reading it because I wanted it to be over, which normally doesn't happen with me for Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
That never happens for me, but if it would happen, I would just stop, smell the book, remind
That's
myself
true.
how good it smells, and then keep reading.
The books do smell better than the movies.
Yes.
That's for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I just love the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies.
That's fair. Well,
But anyways,
at least we talked about it. So
yeah,
not clickbait, you know.
yeah,
Um,
we did talk. We talked.
this has got me excited to read my book though, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, I have a question now.
I have 8 more books that I really want to read on that shelf out there. So
Does a comic book count in this argument?
it does have book in the title.
It does. That I don't think it changes things. I still think I picked movies.
But you might be like me, where eventually it
Yeah.
changes things.
Yeah, because I mean, I love reading comic books, and there's some comic book arcs that I would take over movies in my top 10. But it's hard for me to take comic books over like my top 6 movies probably. So I think I'd still pick movies.
That's fair.
Yeah.
As I said, I don't know if I'll ever choose comic books over TV shows, just because I watch TV
Yeah.
so much more than I watch movies. But I'll watch movies in theaters, and at this point it's typically just for content, even though we haven't made any content
I know.
on movies lately, even though we've seen some.
We've seen a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I'm just not a fan of sitting down and watching a movie.
That's one of my favorite things on earth to do.
I'll do it.
I used to like just make pop. I don't like eating popcorn, but I used to like make it when I would watch a movie just so I'd have the smell of it.
I used to make it, and I would load it up
I
with
can eat it.
extra butter and salt and eat and watch TV when my parents weren't home, and that was what I would make to fend for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love movies too. I could sit in a theater and watch movies all day if they would let me, and if that wouldn't ruin my bank account, but it would. But
It was a Tuesday, you might make it.
If it was a Tuesday, I might make it. Right now, there's not enough movies out for me to sit in a theater all day. But if I got to pick the movies that were put on the screen, I would love to go and see certain movies on a big screen that I never have before.
They're putting Jurassic Park back out for its 30th anniversary. I might go see it.
I'd go see
I didn't
that.
get to see it in theaters because I wasn't alive.
Yeah. I got to see Empire Strikes Back on
I got the
big screen,
Did
which
we
was
see
cool.
that together?
No,
So. I
that
saw
was
that
my
with
first.
JJ and Cody.
Yeah, that was my first date with Lauren. Was the Empire Strikes Back.
No, I was there, remember? You invited me.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Or just, Caleb's going to be an active part of this relationship. He has to come.
I'll never forget. She made me so mad because she just made fun of the movie the whole time. I did not
it
think
worked out.
I did not think the relationship was going to work out after that day. I was like, this is the greatest Star Wars movie of all time. This is one of my favorite movies of all time, and you're sitting here just cackling. Which, when Luke Skywalker got his arm chopped off, she kind of lost it. She thought that was hilarious because in her defense,
If you're not a Star Wars
looked
fan,
bad.
I understand it.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly.
yeah,
It's
fair,
valid.
I guess, but I don't know. I had started talking to her a few months after that. Once we got a little closer, I was like, "Hey, look, you can't do that. Okay,
It's uncalled for.
You
It's
can't.
messed up. This can't happen again.
yeah,
Before we go into the weeks, we should talk about our school schedules.
we should."
I
I really don't have my week lined out. I just have a couple of stories from my week that I wanted to talk
Yeah,
about.
I don't remember.
Yeah, and I didn't bother writing down. I don't know if I'm gonna go back to writing down or not. I might.
I think I'm going to because it helped me out. But because whenever I didn't write down, I spent a lot of time going.
Yeah. I don't plan on going day to day for this week.
I might not
just
even do that. I don't know.
sit and talk.
Because sometimes I had nothing to do on a day, and then I would just mention it because I felt like I had to.
Yeah.
I enjoy the just talking thing. I'm not writing down. I'm standing. SAG after strike. I'm not doing any writing either. Oh my bad.
I like your little reference there to the writer's strike. By the way, we don't go to Auburn University.
Oh yeah, I just thought it'd be funny if on my first day back to state I wore my Auburn pants.
Yeah.
I also the pair of pants I was gonna wear I put into wash or in my dirty clothes
Happens.
because I went to Caleb last week and realized I wore them last week and I was like, I don't want to wear the same clothes even though it's a week apart.
It is a week apart, isn't it?
It makes sense to wear the
It
same
does.
thing a week apart,
Absolutely.
but
You're 100% right, Caleb. Anyways, class schedule.
class schedule.
Today is the first day of classes. the nerves still have not set in for me. Like, I'm not nervous, and I feel like I should be nervous.
I'm a little bit.
Like,
I'm not nervous. But
I feel like I'm
a little bit nervous, you know?
I feel like this is just an extension of last semester because summer went by so fast, and I'm just walking into class again like there was no time that went by.
Well, it's funny. 1 week ago, I was talking about how excited I was and unnervous, and you were talking about how nervous you were.
Yeah.
So you got your first day jitters. It just happened a week early.
Which is weird. It's like, I can't say that joke.
Caleb AM week, you know? You just assumed that week was first week of classes because
You're
it was
probably
Caleb
right.
AM, and
You're
that
probably
just makes
right.
so much sense.
Yeah. But I'm also not excited either. I do think this is going to be my best semester ever. Because so far, I don't think any of my classes are going to be hard necessarily. There's 2 that I was worried about being hard, and I saw the syllabus for one of them already, and it doesn't look hard at all. And
Don't let that fool you.
I won't let it fool me, but I know the
The
professor.
syllabus for film didn't look too hard either.
No, that looked pretty I mean, I was upset after reading the syllabus because how much writing it said we had, but it did not match the level of difficulty that class had. That I'll be honest, but yeah. So I looked at the syllabus for one of my hard classes, which I had today, cognitive psychology. I know the professor who was my TA in experimental. His name's Pete. I'm hoping that he stays the same Chad that he was back in experimental.
That would be nice.
He was pretty helpful in
Probably
experimental.
means he's
So
not going to be my experimental TA.
probably not.
Darn it.
And then my other class I'm worried about being hard is principles of marketing, just because my friend Mucha was posting pictures of his Quizlet on. He took the class last semester and was posting pictures of his Quizlet for the final and was like, yeah, this final's got nothing on me, bro. I'm killing this. As if like it was supposed to be like a hard final, but I don't know. So we'll see. I did talk to a new person in our office today who was a marketing major and took that class yesterday and took that class. And she said that the professor is like a character. So I hope that means she's funny. We'll see. Because if a professor is funny, I can pay attention very easily. But yeah, that's I don't have principles of marketing today. My schedule today is cognitive psychology, and of course, we're taking Intro to Old Testament together, which I'm very excited for. And yeah.
I really hope that's not a dud like every other class we've taken together.
The one class.
Theories?
That wasn't a dud.
It was a dud to start out with, is what I'm saying. And then,
Careers wasn't a dud.
Careers was...
It was just lame, but...
I guess I wasn't expecting much out of it. I want this to be a good class.
I did too.
I liked careers just because it was easy. I didn't have to do anything.
Theories got better.
Theories was pretty good by the end.
If we got to pick the characters we wrote about in theories, I think I would have loved that class a whole lot more. But I had to watch one decent movie and one crappy movie.
Oh man, that second movie.
That was horrible. And what makes me mad is that that's the movie that Emily told us was really good. When we showed her the list of movies, she was like, "Oh, I love that movie. That movie's so good." It's like, "Oh, okay, we'll watch that one," and we did, and it was not good. Nope. If that movie was a book, I'd prefer the book.
Oh, I get it. Reference to the thing.
Yeah. Sorry.
We talked about that last week too.
Did we?
Did we ever find out who the guy was in the movie?
No, but he was in another movie that I really like called The Way, Way Back. And I loved him in that movie too.
What was that movie? Oh, and Mr. Right.
Mr. Right, yes. That movie was funny. And I like Anna Kendrick.
Sam Rockwell.
Yeah, Sam Rockwell's awesome. Tim Roth was in it?
Yeah, he was the...
That's right,
dude.
I remember.
His name was...
His name is...
Oh, he was in Jojo Rabbit. That's what I...
Sam Rockwell?
Yeah.
He's in a movie called...
Iron Man 2. I remember him being in Iron Man 2, I think.
He's in a movie called The Way, Way Back that I really, really like. And was he in Perks of Being a Wallflower? Did I see that right? Oh, gosh. Yeah, there's The Way, Way Back. That movie's really good.
No, he's in Trolls World Tour.
No.
Tour. I don't know. Yeah.
G-Force, let's go. I love G-Force.
He was in Cowboys vs. Aliens.
Oh, let's go. That's a great movie, too.
I didn't see that.
Great movie. Yeah, what's your schedule like today?
I had something I was going to say. I don't remember what it was.
I hate when that happens.
My schedule overall for the semester is pretty exciting, honestly.
That's exciting.
I hope this is the best semester yet.
Same.
Last semester I didn't have my favorite class, but I had some of my favorite classes. Abnormal behavior was awesome.
I loved abnormal behavior.
I actually loved my lit class. I talked about it a lot because of how awesome my professor was.
Dude, I told you lit would be good.
Yeah.
I loved lit as well.
Like she was just so nice. Theories got better. What was the other class I took? I know film.
Yeah.
Film was the worst class I've taken at state.
Ugh.
Ooh, this is gonna bother me that I can't remember. Oh, psych stats. I love psych stats too.
Really?
I was thinking about
I hated that class.
talking to my professor and trying to be a TA for her class because I did so good in the class.
Yeah.
But I kind of forgot about that until like 5 minutes ago when I thought about it. I was like, oh, it's probably too late. She's probably gonna have a TA
You
today.
could next semester maybe.
I could next semester. We'll see.
And that'd look good on a resume.
Yeah. And I liked the class. I knew the stuff, so I thought it would be kind of fun to do. The only issue is I never properly learned how to use the coding thing.
Yeah. R.
Yeah. So.
Or did y'all use R in?
We used whichever one was easy. We used SPSS.
Yeah. You'll use R. Oh, I hate R so much.
Yeah, I'm not excited about that.
R is like SPSS. It's I don't know why. Like you just can't use it. You put in your data and it does the work for you.
SPSS was easy to use.
Yeah.
She had like tutorials and how to do them, and I always just followed those. So I never got to like
R.
Learn how to do
The
it
TA
myself.
has to show you how to do it in class until you learn how to. Or I didn't use. I'll be honest. I don't think they're gonna go back and change my grade. They were like required you to use R. I never used R after I stopped going to the lab because the lab is optional. I went until I didn't need it anymore to where I was just like writing and stuff myself. To get the data though, in R you have to literally like type in code to tell the system to do what you want it to do, and it's the stupidest crap probably ever.
Yeah, my professor was crap talking to R, and I'm like, if even the professors are trashing it, why don't we just not use it?
The only reason we don't is because the like head of that experimental class, Dr. Karimi, who's in charge of like both lecturers that do it too, and the lab, he's like, you guys will thank me when you go into lab and in the future when you're adults, because R is going to be what they're using. And I'm like, I'm not going into a lab, buddy.
I mean, even then, if R is what they're using, you know what I'll do? Download SPSS.
And do it in SPSS.
I mean, fire me for
I'm still
being
getting
smart and being
still
faster.
getting the numbers. But yeah, no, I hope in cognitive we don't have to use R because Pete posted his first lecture slides and he looked at some experiments and stuff, and I don't know if he's just, it's supposed to be a survey class, so I doubt we have experiments, but he might just be looking at an experiment to show an example of something. I don't know. But
maybe.
That's besides the point.
My actual schedule though, today I have Japanese at 10. I'm really excited about that class. I'm a little bit nervous that it's going to be...
It's probably going to be a wee bit challenging.
It's going to be a hard class.
You love Japanese, so I could see you actually
I'm excited. Because if I like it enough, after I take Japanese 2, I might take Japanese 3. But I think it's going to be extremely hard, and then I'll end up taking Spanish 2. So, but I really don't want to do that.
I hated Spanish 2
I really
so
don't want to do
much,
that.
dude.
Because, I don't know, man. I really want to know Japanese. It's just hard. But having a class that's making me learn it, because I already want to learn it, so I feel like that'll inspire me enough to, study it more. Because right now I just kind of do a lesson each day, and I know a lot of the characters and stuff. It's just so confusing because there's like thousands of characters, and I'm used to my wee tiny brain that can only
keyboard.
function with 26 letters. So
yeah,
it's kind of hard because even if I can remember what all of them what sound they make, it doesn't really mean anything if I don't know what the words mean that they're combining to make,
It's okay, Tommy, we're gonna get some food. You can stop.
But I'm very excited about that class. So I'm also taking today. What else? What classes in between? It's not site. It's whatever.
Psych and learning.
No, Psych of Learning is what I'm taking with JJ, and that's Thursdays, Tuesday, Thursdays. It's another psych class.
Is it? It's not experimental, is it?
It's not experimental.
Is it?
Oh, this is gonna bother me.
What's the one that SP was short for on your?
Oh, social psych.
Social psych.
Damn.
Oh, I love social psych.
Let me see.
I love social psych. Oh, I'm so jealous.
Yeah. Social,
oh my gosh, I'm
Japanese social psych intro to the Old Testament. Wednesdays are gonna be the best day of the week for me. I have one class on Fridays, so that's nice.
I'm jealous. You're gonna take social psych. I love that class.
I'm excited about it, but yeah,
The class is awesome.
you know, I only have the one class on Friday, so you'd think that would be my favorite, but I like class. And going to campus for now that I'm not, you know, living on close to campus, going to campus for one class might get bothersome.
Sure. What class is it on?
Japanese, but I doubt I'll be able to skip that.
Maybe she'll.
It might be. It's Japanese, and most of the non-Spanish foreign languages are 4-day-a-week classes, and sometimes they use the first 3 days for class and the fourth day for like at-home test stuff.
That's what I was about to say. A lot.
That might be what happens, and then I don't have class on Friday, which would be cool.
I did not have class on Friday.
JJ doesn't have class on Friday either, so.
I do have work on Friday though, so that's fine.
Ooh, I hear myself talking. Hi, Colton. Hi, Colton.
Hey, Colton.
Say hi back.
Please.
So, yeah, I kind of hope that's the case, but I wouldn't mind. I don't mind going to campus, so it'll be fine.
I just need an easy semester, dude.
I'm really hoping for that, but I have experimental this year.
That's true.
I'm hoping for the other classes to be easy. I know I'm expecting a challenge from Japanese, but it's going to be a good challenge.
Social psych.
Challenge.
Social psych. If you do the work, it's easy.
Yeah. Intro to the Old Testament, I just hope is easy, but I'm also eager to learn about that too.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be fun. And then that's my Wednesday, but like, you know, it's Caleb AM, and then the 3 classes I was most excited about. So
Wednesday's gonna be a great day of the week because I have 2 classes in Caleb AM,
awesome,
and then church. So
it's awesome. It's gonna be a great week.
I'm trying to think of what else I'm looking. Oh,
I also have experimental psych and psych of learning.
Psych of learning's great.
And I'm taking that with JJ, so I'm excited about that.
Psych of learning.
Only class I'm not looking forward to is experimental.
Yeah.
And even then, that's just because it's hard. I want to learn the stuff. It's just I've been told that it's one of the hardest psych classes.
It probably is the hardest psych class that you could take. As far as I know, I haven't. I'm sure like the.
You haven't finished.
Yeah, I haven't finished, but
my mom snapped me. I'm gonna remind her that.
It's Caleb AM.
This is for you, Mom.
I'm
not ultra wide.
But yeah, last year as a whole, not just last semester, but last year as a whole was the hardest school year I've ever had in my life. And I'm proud of myself because I was very productive throughout the year and I studied well. And
you mean the year of 2022 or the 2 semesters?
The 2 semesters.
Okay, because that was
September through May, or August through May, was like the hardest school year of my life.
Colton said, "I'm not nervous yet about classes. Only when the work starts is when I start getting scared."
Sure.
Or what? So August through May,
hardest school year of my life.
I agree.
It was ridiculous because first semester I had experimental psych and Spanish 2, which Spanish 2 was unnecessarily difficult. And then next semester I had freaking film, which decided it wanted to be the hardest class ever for no reason at all and have so much freaking writing.
It's been like 4 months since that class and we still haven't stopped talking
experimental
about it.
psych.
4 months. That was wrong, right?
Yeah.
3 May. Yeah.
Experimental was a paper a week basically, and then second semester I had psych and I had film, which was like 3 papers a week basically.
My mom said, "Good morning, Caleb's praying y'all have a good first day."
Thank you, Miss Mom. Yeah, film was 3 papers a week basically. my only grades, which Psych on the Wall was a great class. I would take it again. It was a lot of fun. But your only grades in that class were writing. So, and you had to write 2 APA papers and 4 essays throughout the semester, and then theories we had to write like 4 papers. So I had so much freaking writing last semester, and I'm really hoping I'm fine. I know I have to write 2 papers for cognitive, but those papers, he said, they're kind of like the review papers we wrote for theories, where it's just like saying what you struggled with, what you've learned about, and all that kind of stuff. Those aren't hard to write at all. So I'm not worried about that writing. And then hopefully I don't have to write a whole lot outside of that class, because I just need a semester where I can be productive on things outside of school, which I know sounds wrong, but last semester I was pretty productive all the way around, and I'm hoping I can do that again.
As we talked about last Wednesday, I really want to get into a super routine where I wake up at the same time each day. Besides Caleb AM Day, I wake up early for Caleb AM.
True.
Same time each day.
Yeah.
Have like a 30-minute Bible study, and then like 15 minutes on this, and then 15 minutes on that, and then eat breakfast, and then go to class, and then try to have a rigid schedule, because I think that will help me.
Yeah.
And I think if I do 2 15-minute things, it will be drawing and guitar. Mm-hmm. And so I'll be really good at both of those by the end of the year.
Nice.
Let's see. But this is just super cool. I had to show it off. I'm excited. That's why I brought my backpack in here today.
See your new notebook?
Yeah.
That's a cool color.
It's purple.
It's like a nice lavender purple.
Nice light purple. It's my favorite color.
Yeah,
so I'm
color.
really excited to get bullied in class. Like, oh, he has a purple notebook. Shut up! It's my favorite color. It's my favorite color.
Just get your professors to sick them on. Yeah. Tell your professors you know me, and they'll be like, yeah.
Just you know what? You need to shut up.
I think Miss Johnson might remember me, but I doubt it. But just because she does this thing where she reviews the study guide the day before the exams, and if you raise your hand and answer the question correctly, she gives you half a bonus point, and she'll cap you at 5. So if I answer 10 questions, we get 5 bonus points on the test. And I got capped every single time because I always answered.
I want to be the same.
Like I was.
She was like, "Wait, is your name Caleb? You already took this class. What are you doing?"
She'd be like,
"You
all right,
mistook me for my twin, Caleb."
Yeah. She always like, all right, Griffin, I have to cut you off now, but good job.
She says, "All right, lad, I have to cut you off." I like when people call me lad.
Yeah. But
like family group called me Lil Lad.
Lil Lad. Yeah. I miss family group.
I do too.
I saw Matthew at the welcome social. He was there with the Quiz Bowl team. I shook his hand and stuff. But yeah, dude. I'm looking forward to the opportunity to grow myself in a bunch of different ways this semester. I always like starting over in something because it gives me a chance to like reset and say this is like a fresh start and stuff like that, and that's pretty cool. But yeah, I have a story from this week if you'd like to hear it.
I guess we could talk about our week.
I really only have one story, but it's a really cool story if you'd like to hear it. So,
okay, real quick, because this is also school related.
Go.
Nobody will care about this.
I'll care, because I'm your friend.
I mean, you already know about it. We went to get. I'll talk about this. I don't know if this is what you were about to talk about, but we went shopping for something at Walmart, and while we were there, I got some back to school supplies, and I have these pens that I really like, and I've bought them every time I've needed more, but these are the pens. It was these right here, and I really like them. There's all these pretty colors,
cool pens.
But they're expensive pens because they're nice and like they slide off the paper.
They're expensive.
They're nice pens, but I like them so much I just can't go back to nasty ballpoint pens. They're just ugh. But
I hate nasty ballpoint
I found
pens.
these in Walmart, and it was a pack that had 4 more colors, and it has this really pretty purple color.
I like the pretty purple.
And green and blue, and I don't like red, but that's okay.
I like red.
I mean, I'm okay with red. It's just my least favorite color in this pack. This green and this orange like barely show up. But yeah, I'm really excited because I have 4 more pens to choose from this year, And I like color coding my notes, so I can even more color code my notes.
Yeah.
And people can make fun of me for color coding my notes.
Nice.
Sorry.
You're good.
I figured I would forget to mention that.
Yeah. I know how much your pens mean to you, so I'm not upset at all.
I'm glad.
But yeah, so earlier this week, Saturday in fact, we had or was it Sunday? It was Saturday. We had the welcome social. It was an alright event. It was probably the first time at work I'd been like desperate to leave and go home though. But a lot of setup, a lot of just standing there, and then there was takedown as well. And while we were taking down the event,
Colton said he's about to vacuum his rug, so please excuse the noise. Won't shut your door before you do it.
you have to do it here in Caleb AM. You can't wait until, you get back from classes. I'm just kidding. Alright, anyways. So we were working the welcome social, and we were taking everything down, and we had to like break down all the tables, take down all the tents, move the generators, move the heavy fans, and put everything up and all that stuff. Well, Miss Annie was there to like take block meals and all that stuff as she normally is. And after the event had ended for like 30 minutes, and we're still putting stuff down. And Miss Annie's just like running around, helping us put tents down, carrying
she's so awesome.
heavy stuff to the storage room. And I'm like, and I talked to her. I said, "Hey, Miss Annie, you're working too hard. You know that? They work you too hard." And she said, "Oh, I know it, honey." And then she said, "But I love it, and I do it for the students." And that just made me so happy.
I love Miss
I'm like, how many kids do you think pass her and Perry when she says, good morning or bye, have a good day, and just like don't say anything? Probably at least
You're gonna make me sad.
And she still just like does everything with a smile on her face, does all this stuff that she probably doesn't need to be doing, and I don't know, Miss Annie is just like an inspiration to me, because I would love to be her age and whatever job I'm at, just be like super happy and love it that much, and do it for others. She does it for us, and she's like one of my favorite humans on earth, and that's one of the best parts about my job is seeing Miss Annie every day and just being like, "Hey, Miss Annie, how are you?" "Good, sweetie, how are you?" Miss Annie's awesome. Shout out to Miss Annie. If you're a Mississippi State student watching this, every time you go to Perry, say hi to Miss Annie. Trust me, it'll make your day a whole lot better.
I thought when you were saying, like, thinking about how many people she says, like, "Hey, have a good day, too," and it, like, just completely fixes their day. Because I've had some crappy days. I go to Perry and get the, "Hey, honey, how are you?" And I'm like,
Miss Annie,
"You know what? I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking."
Yeah, no. She makes my day a whole lot better sometimes. That's why I love Perry so much. She's so nice. And she works so hard. Like, I had no idea how much she did until I started working with the dining services. She does so much, and it's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That was my story. But I thought that was really cool, and I wanted to talk about it.
The most fun things or cool things that I did, best day of the week was definitely Wednesday. We did KLBM. I don't remember what I did during the day. I think I went to work last Wednesday.
I think you did. I don't know that.
No, I think I worked that Tuesday. You laughing?
Yeah, the way you said, "No." I'm sorry, that was so funny. No. I don't think I worked on Wednesday. I'm sorry.
I was making a weird face, which just genuinely changed my voice.
Oh, that was funny.
No.
Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think I worked last Tuesday or whatever, so I talked about that already.
Sure.
But then I worked Friday, that was fun. But Wednesday I got to chill, do some stuff, and then...
Imagine say you did that stuff.
Yeah. And it's been a week since I've finished Demon Slayer, and so I'm just kind of like... I've had a whole week to process it. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
And it's my favorite show, and I can't wait for the new season. It's going to come out in like 2 years. I'm going to graduate college before this next season comes out.
Heck yeah.
But, I went to church with you that night. Connor gave me a big tube of Smarties. I gave Jim the pie.
Oh, dang, she called you out. He got called out.
Oh, Yeah, I actually found out I had a cavity on Monday too, and I had to work, and I didn't get off or get home until like 11.
But your mother.
But I did get to see my mom, and I'll also get into what else happened on Monday, which was technically Tuesday, because of how late it
Oh
happened.
yeah,
But,
that was fun.
I did get to see my mom, which was great to see my mom. I love you, Mom. But I went to your Bible study, which was great, and then we went and played pickleball,
We did,
which was fun, but it was
hot.
it was unholy how much I was sweating. Like
I
it
wore
was
the worst shirt to possibly wear for that.
It was bad, dude. Like I was doing this and like water or sweat would just drip off my. It was disgusting, and I hate sweating.
Yeah,
I like it more when I'm doing something active. Like when I'm just like walking outside and it's so hot that I sweat. I hate it, but like that was such an uncomfortable amount of sweat. I had to get out of there. It didn't help that we had stuff to do the next morning. I had work at 8. Oh, okay. So it was Thursday I worked, not Friday.
Yes.
Yeah, Monday and Thursday I worked.
Yeah, because
Tuesday and Thursday I worked.
Monday was the comedian. So how you work Monday?
I'm talking about last week.
Oh.
Monday was the comedian this week.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, it was Monday last week. You talked about it last Caleb video.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That was nice.
Silly goose.
Yeah, I don't even remember what else I did. So, yeah. I worked some. Work was nice. I've enjoyed getting back to work. But I don't remember a single thing I did over the weekend. I know that I wanted to go to the welcome social, but
No, you didn't.
I did. I really
the Kona
did.
ice truck was there.
I
You
really
could've gotten
did.
unlimited
It's just
snow.
I didn't want to drive. My car was out of gas. I couldn't afford to drive anywhere.
Yeah.
Because I knew I had to go back
Could
to.
have took the smart bus and I would have drove you home.
My bad. I knew I had to go to Columbus on Monday. But yeah, Monday was a very long day for me. I woke up and then went to Columbus.
I went to Columbus Monday too.
Oh, nice.
But for a different. I actually went to New Hope, but.
I went for a dentist appointment. I love the dentist.
You're the only person I know who says that.
The dentists are always so cool, and then the head dentist where I go is like, he's so awesome. I love going to the dentist because I get to talk to him for like 30 seconds while he walks in. He's like, "Hey bud, how you doing? Man, how's school
dentist do you
going?"
go to?
Singley.
Okay.
He is awesome. And then he typically tells me like, "Man, your teeth look great. All right, see you later." And then I'm like, "All right."
That's hilarious.
This time he took some looks. He was like, "Yeah, this one's it's gotten to where we could put a filling in it, so let's get that one done." I was like, "Okay." He was like, "But the rest of them look great," and I was like, "Okay." So I have a filling I need to get, which is unfortunate, but they're not too bad. One time, my dentist, he came through. When I worked at Chick-fil-A in like 2020 or whatever, 2019 probably, he came to Chick-fil-A, and they gave him like $1 extra in change when he came through the drive-thru, and he's such a Chad. He parked his car and brought the $1 back in. Like nobody else would do that.
Nobody.
He brought the $1 back in, and then our manager was like offering him a free milkshake, and I was standing right there. I was like, "No, he's a dentist. He doesn't want it," and he thought that was really funny. So I made him laugh. Yes. But yeah,
I love making people laugh.
The only thing I don't like about my dentist is the smell. It's nauseating. I don't get how people can work in that environment. Like,
I'm sure you get used to it.
I'm sure you do. But yeah. So I'm glad I get to go back. I got a cavity just so I could go back to the dentist. Not really. I don't like getting cavities filled, but it's fine.
Yeah.
But so then I got back from that. I had something to do. I don't remember what it was. But then somebody came to move our piano. But then it was one of the guys that used to live here, and he had some friends that wanted it, and so they were going to take it. But
it won't fit in my car.
It wouldn't fit in their car, and so Colton offered to, even though I sent Ben the dimensions, and then he sent them the dimensions, and he even showed me. He's like, look, I literally told them how big it was, and I was like, dude, I don't know. I guess they were just hoping.
But
But
we could take the piano apart.
Colton offered to take it in his truck, and then they were like, I don't think it'll fit in my house either. And I was like, why did you
Drive out.
Why did you come over
Where
here?
do they live?
I don't know.
If they live in Starkville, I guess it's okay to come see. But if you live anywhere else, no.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Well,
But it's cool to see Ben again. I haven't seen him since
Yeah.
he moved out, and he's a cool dude. He got
bless
to
you,
sign-
Colton.
He got to sign our board.
Nice.
We made him. Yeah, I made him sign it. I don't remember where he signed it at. I think he signed it at the top. But so that was cool. But then my mom came. It's great to see my mom. She took some of the stuff from my room that I didn't want in my room. Greatly appreciated of that. Colin says thank you for the blessing.
Of course.
So yeah, that was nice. But then I was late to work because my mom came over, which I was fine with because my boss told me it was fine.
Your boss sounds like a Chad.
He's an incredible boss. I love you, Martin. If you ever see this, you're awesome.
Maybe you should tell him to watch our show.
Maybe I should. Yeah, and there also weren't any events until 6, so it would have just been sitting there anyways.
Yeah.
But I like my job, so.
I love my job.
You know what? I love my job too. Goodness, like, oh my goodness, I always got to one up now. I'm just kidding.
I'm not trying to one up you. I love my job, and I want to just.
I love
proclaim
my
that.
job.
This is the first job I've had that I love.
I've had 2 jobs that I love. One that I just didn't like until Colton got fired. Then I hated it, and then the other one I hated. I forgot. I've had 5 jobs. The other one I was just cool with. It was fine. It was like more of an internship than a job. But
I guess mine's also an It's called an internship, but I get paid.
That's a job.
And
This was
I
literally
work a
just
lot.
like I went to where my mom worked and did busy work as an intern for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so work was fine. There was a comedian, and he went 30 minutes long on his set. He was only supposed to go from 7 to 8, but he went till 8:30. Which, if he wasn't funny, I would have had a problem with. But I actually wouldn't have had a problem with it. Since it's a Monday, the way my job works on Mondays, I have to be there from 4 to 10.
Oh.
So like, typically,
Either
if somebody goes 30 minutes long, I'm like, you gotta get out of here because I want to go home.
Yeah.
But he could have gone till 9:30 and it wouldn't have bothered me because I had to be there until 10 anyways. And he seemed like a really nice dude. I mean, he had some dud jokes. All comedians
That's
do.
a bad music taste.
Yeah, he did tell me to play Lizzo, which was I hated playing Lizzo. But then he wanted hip hop after that, so I played some Denzel, and I like Denzel. So I almost played a song that Denzel made for an anime, but I didn't think that would have gone over well.
What the frick is this?
I mean, it's in English. Nobody would have noticed. It's a cold song too. I could rap it right now if you wanted to.
I know what song it is.
Blood Stink Guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a cold song, but yeah, it was fun. The best part about it was kind of the first. Recently at my job, I've been like, I don't know. It's just like I've interacted with other people way better because I used to just not know what I was doing, so I was scared to talk to people. But now I've just kind of like been joking with people, and even if I don't know what I'm doing, they assume I know what I'm doing because I work there, and so because they have no clue what's going on. So that's been really fun.
Yeah.
So I've just like really enjoyed that. What was I saying? But yeah, so like when we went to the comedian thing, like I was like setting everything up. One of my bosses was there, but he ended up leaving early because he had a long day and wanted to go home and had to be back at the place at like 5 or 6. So I was like, dude, just get out of here. I can handle one comedian. I got this, bro. So. I got to like take everything apart by myself, and I've never done that. That was fun. All this other stuff, I felt like a real employee. It was great.
You are a real employee.
I know I am.
You
but-
rock.
Thanks. I haven't been told that in a while.
Well, you should be told that every day because you rock.
I appreciate that. You do too.
Thanks, man. I love you.
I couldn't decide if I wanted to do that or.
Well, we just did that live on national television.
Yeah, this
so
is rough.
the whole world
Hold
has
on.
witnessed.
I'm getting a phone call. Yes.
Oh no.
No.
I knew this was coming.
Oh my god, we're canceled.
Oh my gosh.
We have to end the show.
Alright. Well,
You know what? No.
it's been fun.
This is too important. We can't stop.
Forget corporate.
What time do you need to leave?
8,
Okay.
10, 8, 10, somewhere in that range.
Okay.
Yeah.
The.
Bloodstained Thomas, Black Man. Sorry. That's not something I know. Dude, the Samurai Champloo theme song's a lot like that. It's a rap about samurais, and it's really cool.
I need to watch the show. I've got it on my watch list. I'm gonna watch it eventually, but
So good.
oh, I'll talk about that in a second too. But yeah, the comedian was fun, and then I just sat there and I watched some episodes from a show I was watching in my office until 10, and then I left. Then I went to Cookout, and I know this is really rude. I went to Cookout, and
JJ probably has to
The
get more
line
for his clothes.
was like 35, 40 minutes long. Like, it took so long to get to that line. And then we got back. It was late. I was tired. I took a shower.
He took a shower.
And then when I got out of the shower, y'all were out of the living room, so I was like, okay. I was hoping to say goodnight, but whatever.
My fault.
But so I had noticed that there was like this long beep noise that just would not stop, and I was like, what the heck is that? It's really annoying.
It's really annoying.
I thought it was coming from somewhere in the living room, but it wasn't getting louder, and so I went to my room. I was like, and it got louder. I was like, I literally cannot sleep with this. Like, there's no way.
No shot.
And so I went to I opened up the laundry room, and like it was so loud, like it hurt my eardrums. Like I couldn't concentrate. It was so mind-dumbingly loud, especially as I got closer to it. But I couldn't find out what it was, and so for like I looked up what it could be, and it was like it's probably your carbon monoxide detector. And I was like, well, that's horrifying.
Hold on a second. Keep talking. Spider. That's what I thought. I was gonna get it, but if you want to get it, go ahead.
Sorry, Caleb Ann. I got his black blood everywhere. Why is the spider? Maybe that was his skin. Do you have a garbage can?
I do not.
You need to invest in one of those. Oh, Colton just fanned a garbage can. JJ did. Sorry about that. I had to kill a spider.
Thought it was a spider, but I couldn't be sure. Oh, there's a lizard in my room somewhere.
Yeah, I heard about it. There's one in my room too.
Me and JJ
I opened the door and tried to get it out, and I saw a lizard outside that looked like the one in my room. So fingers crossed.
I've been leaving my bedroom door open because maybe it just will roam throughout the house now. But
maybe
it's a little bitty thing. It's not a big deal. Me and JJ tried to eliminate it, and we failed. But
I'm sorry.
Okay. Continue. Loud beeping noise. Monday night.
Yeah.
Very annoying.
Loud beeping noise. Super annoying. I just wanted to go to sleep, but then I started freaking out when I found out it could be a carbon monoxide leak. So I ran outside, and I was like, I'm probably gonna need to go wake up Caleb and JJ, or they're gonna die in here. But I called my dad first to make sure, and he was like, go back in there and like try to find it. And I was like, but that means I have to be in the carbon monoxide, and then I'll die. So I went in, like, I had my shirt over my face, like, just in case. I was like, I don't think this is going to do anything, but maybe. I was, like, taking, I would hold my breath as long as I could and stuff like that. But he's like, just go wake up your roommates, or not wake up, go get them and try to get them to help. And I was like, hey, are y'all awake? I need your help. And then you got up, and then JJ left the bathroom, and then y'all came in and tried to help me. Eventually we found it. It was the carbon monoxide detector, but, like, it was not doing what it was supposed to be doing, because when carbon monoxide is in the air, it's supposed to just go beep, 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 and then take a pause, and then do it again, like over and over again. But we looked up...
Not doing that.
No, it was way more annoying than that. We looked up the model it was, and it said that if it was one long continuous beep, that it was it was like a leak. And I was like, oh, this is scary. but we had it right next to the thing that emits carbon monoxide in the laundry room.
Yeah.
And since it was so close to it, that's what happened. But like, you know, as an idiot, I was nervous because I know that carbon monoxide can kill you. So I was like, you know, a little bit worried about the fact that I was in that room so much with the leak. I probably had none in my system, but there was a chance. So we stayed up talking for a little bit, but then I was up till like 2 because I just couldn't fall asleep because I was like, I read all the symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning and I started giving them to myself because I was like, maybe I do have a headache. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
And then I'm bad about that. So I ended up falling asleep, but I had to sleep on the couch because my dad was like, just to be safe, don't sleep in your room. So, yeah. But then we went to Walmart the next day, bought a carbon monoxide filter and some batteries, or not filter, detector, bought a new one and some batteries. And now we have 2 carbon monoxide detectors, and one of them's in the laundry room, far away from the thing that emits it, and one of them's in the kitchen. So
we'll know.
We'll know for sure. No, we're not playing any games now.
No, not a chance. We also replaced the batteries in the smoke detectors.
Yeah, because there weren't batteries in there.
And now mine closes. I guess that's what it took, was putting a battery in there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was most of the stuff that happened this week.
Yeah. The big stuff, anyways.
Yeah.
Boy. I think the nerves are coming.
They are.
I'm nervous now.
I got that gut feeling.
I'm just hoping it's a good semester, dude. I need a good semester.
I'm praying for you,
man. I'm praying for you too.
Thanks, dog.
I love starting the week on a Wednesday, though.
I do too. Because this is the start of my week. It feels natural.
You know what?
I also played disc golf yesterday, and I'm playing in a tournament on Saturday.
You are.
And
which is
I'm nervous about that one.
Elbow you for that one.
What?
Give you some elbows for that one.
I haven't got to play a lot lately. It's going to be so obnoxiously hot.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to come out there with me, so I'm going to be by myself.
Yeah.
But like, it'll be a fun tournament. Hoping for the win, because the winner gets a cowbell.
The winner does get a cowbell.
That'd be fun.
Okay, nice.
So,
you played good yesterday.
not good enough. But yeah.
Well, that's true, but you played good.
I was thinking at the very least we could all go get lunch after my first round.
I won't be here.
Why not?
I won't be in Caledonia.
Um,
I'm sorry. I'll be here Friday night-ish.
Maybe me, Colton, and JJ can all go get lunch. And then if I'm doing good enough, maybe I can convince JJ to come back and be my caddy, or Colton. We'll see. But unless I'm in first place, I doubt that'll happen. But I'm excited to just play in a tournament. Tournaments are really fun, and I'm playing in another one 2 weeks from now. Or not, a week from Saturday. So 2 back-to-back tournaments, pretty much.
That's pretty hard, bro. I'm so excited.
Oh, I want to watch Samurai Champloo, but I've got into this bad habit of starting a lot of shows, and I've been trying to finish all the shows I've started. You can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like I got 3, 4, 5, 6.
You're in the middle of
8,
watching.
9, 10. Yeah, 3 in the middle of watching. I had 12 that I was in the middle of watching, but I finished 2 of them. They were both pretty good. I think they got like the same score almost. But to be fair, one of them I'm watching with you and Colton. 3 of them I'm watching with Colton. So, and then one of them is just on Netflix and it sucks. So I really just cannot make myself watch it. The one time I had the motivation to watch it, your parents were coming over and you wouldn't let me. So,
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
And I don't blame you. You are not at fault.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm trying to decide if I want to.
Yeah, these 2 shows, the 2 that I finished, one got a 66, the other got a 65.
Right now, I'm in the middle of watching The Sopranos. I'm trying to decide if I want to, because it's a long show. I'm trying to decide if I want to finish that or pick up another show to watch with that, or if I just want to rewatch Samurai Champloo, because I really want to rewatch Samurai Champloo.
No, before you rewatch it, you gotta watch It Invaded.
I forgot about It Invaded.
It's only 12 episodes or
Yeah.
13 episodes, and it's really good too, and it's about psychology. So I feel like you should enjoy it.
I probably will.
It's really cool though.
I
The plot is really intriguing.
I'm super excited for the Power Ranger anime.
I'll rewatch It Invaded with you too. It wouldn't have to go on my list.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, one of the shows I'm watching is really long, and it's kind of why I started some of the other ones. But I don't know. I'm close to finishing this one. Close to finishing that one. Not anywhere close to the other ones. We should finish 91 Days though.
Is that the
Mafia one?
Yeah, we should. I really was enjoying that show.
I was cool with it. It wasn't too good. It wasn't bad. It was like a 7.
Yeah.
Ooh, I showed my underwear off again. I'm sorry, Caleb. I'm a dirty boy today. Yeah.
Someone's making food in our kitchen. Intruder! Sorry.
Hey,
That's our kitchen!
give me my kitchen back. Don't worry.
This is my kitchen!
That's all it would take.
That's all it would take. You're One Punch Man.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
I keep seeing the Spider-Man manga everywhere. I kind of want to buy it. It's called Fake Red or something like that. It looks
Yeah.
kind of cool.
It's 66 days until the Spider-Man game comes out.
I thought you said 68 yesterday.
2 days ago. Was it 68?
You sure?
I think so.
I don't think so.
It's 67.
Because Monday I was busy all day, and it was while we were standing in the kitchen, so or
Okay.
in the dining
Well,
room.
then it's 67.
I'm just trying to keep you on track. I don't want you to get ahead of yourself.
I might-
Because then in 66 days you might be disappointed.
I might draw a big countdown right there.
You got plenty of room.
Yeah, but I don't want it to get in the way of all the Caleb AMs.
Yeah, that's more important.
But yeah,
We have to go write a book on that. Oh wait, no,
Movies.
movies when I'm stupid.
yeah,
I don't know why.
I'll do that when this is over.
Yeah.
But yeah. Classes. Semester.
Getting a little nervous.
Butterflies are coming back.
Even though I don't have class till 10,
Dude.
so I'll just be sitting
Okay.
on campus.
Forget all A's. I don't have class. Well, I guess I have work, but I don't have class till 12:30. So forget grades. Forget, having good classes. I want to make one friend. One. Okay? I have not made a friend besides probably, I guess, Matthew, the other Matthew, Riley. I guess I've made some friends.
None of them are from school.
None of them are from school. I have not made a friend in class. My first semester, or it was about second semester, I took Spanish 1. I think that was second semester.
Second semester.
Second semester of freshman year, I took Spanish 1 and was in a group, and me and that group had a great time. We went to eat once. We talked in a group chat a little bit over that summer, but I haven't talked to them since. I'd like to make one just friend. We don't have to hang out all the time or anything, but like, just a guy I can see and he'd be like, hey man, what's up? Like, hey, how's it going? And maybe we get food one time, maybe twice. And we just stay in touch. For one. Is that so much to ask?
It's not a lot to ask. It's just the fact that it's. I can't say anything, but it's just embarrassing.
It isn't. I don't care. It's just the truth.
I don't like. I'm not actively searching for friends because
Yeah.
I like my friends so much. I don't need a lot of friends.
I don't need any more friends. Like, I'm very satisfied with my friend group. It's just,
Oh, thanks.
for my self-esteem, I'd like to say I was able to make one friend in college because all my friends I have were already my friends before.
Yeah.
So,
All the friends I've made have been not from school.
same.
I think.
At least I've made friends.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
I've gotten closer with a lot of people. Like
yeah.
me and Blaine, we reconnected because of classes, and I've been talking to him a lot lately.
Oh,
Blaine.
Blaine's a cool guy.
He keeps asking me how to do podcasts. I'm like, you'll have to come over one day and ask Caleb Griffin because I didn't do it. That's all him.
Excuse me.
He's much better than I. He knows more. Yeah. And like even like family group, I'm friends with all them, but we didn't meet in
In class.
class. We met.
Yeah.
at family group.
I did see Harrison a lot last semester. We just crossed paths like every day. And I'm really hoping that happens again because he's another guy who you just talk to for 2 seconds and every day gets better. So I'm really hoping. We should have Harrison on the show one day.
We should. I was supposed to get lunch with him when I went to Madison, and like it didn't work on the way up there. And then we were so busy, I never got to get lunch with him, and I feel bad because I never texted him about it. And I'm just thinking about that now. I'm sorry, Harrison.
Maybe you'll see him on campus today.
Maybe.
Didn't he run for Senate? Did he win? Mississippi State student body, y'all are stupid.
Yeah, they made a big mistake.
Not vote that guy.
Huge!
You're going to regret this when you're having to park 20 miles from campus, and I don't know. I don't think Harrison's in charge of park. Would have been in charge of parking. The campus would have been a better place if he'd been in office. I'll say that.
I agree.
Imagine how cool it would be to be student body president of Mississippi State University.
I don't know if that's what he ran for.
That's not.
But
he ran for Senate.
That would be pretty cool, though.
He was going. His campaign was on faith-based Senate. And I'm like, that's dope. Do that.
And somehow he didn't get voted in. Disgusting.
People are stupid.
Evil. Just evil.
Disgusting.
Oh, the rabbit who likes all those dang kids. Disgusting!
Oh, Wonder Franco. Sorry. Those memes are so funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sitting on campus for so long. I hope I don't get nervous.
You probably will, but it's okay.
I'll probably go sit in my office, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I can.
I work at Mississippi State. I get 30 minutes for lunch before I gotta go to class. Cause I guess no, I have an hour. Class starts at 12:30. I get off at 11:30. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Perry at 11:30.
I hope my flex plan is loaded for today. Not that because I really want Einstein. And if it's not loaded onto my account, I don't get Einstein. It should be.
You can watch me get Einstein.
Yeah.
Are we still going to Barnes & Noble?
If our stuff's not ready to pick up, there's no point. But if
I just wanted to hang out till 4 so I could go get Einstein.
well, we can still hang out till 4.
Word.
That's only 45 minutes.
Although I'm sure that class will get out early.
Probably. But
if it gets out before 3, we can just come back.
I do. If our Old Testament professor says we need that Bible before whenever, I will be going to Barnes and Noble to say, "Hey, what's up? Like, I need this." Hey. You don't want things to get messy, Barnes and Noble.
You don't want to find out what happens when I get angry. I'm going to see if I got a confirmation email yet. I did not.
I'm hoping I get it in the middle of the day. I have the confirmation email. I don't have the pickup ready email. Which means they got my order. But they kept sending me, I need more action. But they won't let me deny the recommended textbooks. I'm not paying.
I thought that it was just free if it was the full book bundle.
Not if it's recommended. If it's required, it's free. If it's recommended, you can add it and pay extra. But I'm not doing that. Because
one of my books that I'm getting, it didn't have like a rental return date thing. So I'm hoping that means that I just bought it.
I need to check and see if my stuff's in Canvas. Because if my Canvas stuff didn't get delivered, then there is a serious problem with the Bulldog bundle that I need to get fixed. Because I'm not buying the recommended books. Unless our Old Testament professor says I would highly recommend getting it because we use a lot of information from it, then I might say, okay, I'll get that one.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
But yeah, no, I didn't either. But the recommend.
But I didn't have a problem.
I do now. I didn't until they said you need more action required, and then
I just went back and did it again, and maybe I
accidentally
clicked.
It didn't let me submit unless if I didn't add the recommended books. So
that's weird. Yeah,
I know. But the other recommended book is for cognitive, and it's even renting it used. It's ridiculously expensive. And he said on the syllabus like, I do highly recommend getting the book, but I'm looking for free alternatives for you guys right now, and I will post all the information you need for the exam. So I'm like, then what's the point? So I don't need it, is what I'm picking up. But, yeah, I don't know. If all my, after we're done with Caleb AM, I'm going to check Canvas and see if all my stuff is loaded in, like book-wise, and if it's not, then I'm going to go to Barnes & Noble after class and say, hey, I got a problem with the the bundle.
That's smart.
Because
I still have to finish getting ready for class, so
are you ready to end it?
I think we probably should.
Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope everybody who's watching that is a student has a great semester, a great school year. Come back next Wednesday at 6:30 a.m. to watch one of the best shows in the existence of television.
I would say the best.
Yeah, it is the best show. We love you guys. Go follow Caleb Ladd, Caleb_Ladd03. Vote on his poll next week, and we will see you guys in the future. Bye bye.
I don't think it's Caleb_Ladd.
Dude, are you seriously doing this again?
Oh, it is.
Dude, we've
I
done
thought
this.
yours was the one with the underscore.
Mine does have an underscore. We both have.
No.
We've done this 3 times on Caleb AM now.
I thought you made the mistake.
You do that every time.
No, I was so excited.
It's
to
an
prove you
underscore.
wrong. I was excited to prove you wrong.
All right.
All right, bye.